So what is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 3 of the Tottenham career mode. And we're kicking off this episode with a game up against Newcastle United, and that game is at St James's Park. And Newcastle are a pretty good side, and I still believe I can beat them, but I think it will be a tough test for me. Also, as you probably know, I've just started up my new Super League with AC Milan, and that has got 10 likes at this moment in time, and that is good at the moment, very good. And I'd like to say thank you to you guys that have actually checked it out, because it really does help me out when you leave these comments, likes, etc, on the videos. And we're kicking actually off this episode, as you see here, against Newcastle, and David Alaba was the new player coming into the squad. And as you see at the bottom, it says, "I could not believe it. Wait and see." Yes, that's right. Something amazing happened. You'll just have to wait and see what it was at the end of the episode. And I loved it. It was the best thing that's ever happened to me in FIFA so far, in career mode anyway. But a very good defensive header there to head it back to Lloris to deny them from getting an opening goal. But unfortunately, Cisse got through and tucked it under Lloris into the top roof of the net in the 16th minute. And as you see, the latest news just popped up. Do we need to improve our defence? You just wait and see why. Because if you look, or I don't think there's a replay, but if you actually rewind, you can see, as you see there, my defender suddenly stopped and run away. I believe it was Kyle Walker. I think it's a quite bad error from him to actually be doing that from there. But still, Bale cuts inside on his weak foot, right foot, but Gareth Bale, I don't think, has a weak foot, and blasts that with his right foot into the roof of the net, or the top corner I should say, because it was such a good goal to actually squeeze in from that angle to go into the top corner. As you see from the replay, what a beautiful goal it was, and I was very delighted for him to pull off a goal like that and to pull me back into this game. We did have another very good chance, but a beautiful save from Tim Krul, as he always does, comes up with big boy saves in these games, and we did come close there to getting our head on the corner, but unfortunately Cisse was through once again, this time mussing off for Tottenham, but this time Hugo Lloris did actually get something on it to deny them from getting the goal, but I'm afraid it come back across. My defenders were nowhere to be seen. They just couldn't decide who was going to go for it. And because of that, it didn't turn out very well. And we were 2-1 down. Once again, we were losing. And Tiote here, I believe, was quite lucky not to actually make contact in the first place. As you see here, one player, I think, was going to make contact, but decided not to in the last minute. And then they slotted it past Hugo Lloris. But Bale here, once again, showing his quality with his left foot this time. Blast that one into the back of the net in the 81st minute, which did give me a little bit of a chance to try and pull it back just a little, to try and get back to 3-0, to try and get the draw. And Gareth Bale, could he be the hero of this match? No, he couldn't, because the game actually finished 3-2. We couldn't apply the pressure any more than we actually was, and we couldn't get the all-important draw that we needed, to be honest. And it turned out both of Gareth Bale's beautiful goals didn't mean anything in that game. So I was a little bit disappointed for that. And the latest news popping up, all the speculation is, do we need to improve our defence? But Alexander Pato, the contract offer was accepted for Alexander Pato, but I decided not to do anything at this moment in time because there was another player I was waiting for confirmation from, and that player was Stevan Jovetic. His contract offer was accepted, and of course we are going to go in and accept that. So Stevan Jovetic has now signed for Tottenham Hotspur. As you see there, what an improvement to the team. The speculation, the media couldn't believe that Tottenham have managed to lure in such a good player. There was speculation of him going to different clubs, but Tottenham managed to persuade him to come and join the club at White Hart Lane in the city of London and try and push or help us get to the Champions League. And what an incredible achievement it would be if we managed to do that in the first season. Especially Jovetic could be the man to help us on that journey, or that very big journey. And if he could, there is money well worth spent. we did then have a huge game up against Man United here. It was at White Hart Lane, and we tend to play very well at White Hart Lane, and hopefully we might be able to try and do something at White Hart Lane to see if we could do something with Bale here. Lovely step over there, and he is just, as you see, his sheer speed, gets past everyone, plasters it to Jovetic. Jovetic, left foot, but he got fouled on the edge of the box. I thought he was going to go through, he got fouled. Who better to take it than the one and only Jovetic? Jovetic, I looked at his curve power, and he was quite good at curving the ball, and I decided to let him take it, and what a goal it was. He was only 3 minutes into his debut for the club in the biggest match of them all, and goes and scores a beautiful goal there up against Manchester United, past De Gea, curves it round the wall, past De Gea, inside the post. Beautiful goal there, and as you see there, De Gea just showing how good he is in the early stages, and Bale there finishing a thumping effort off there. 16 minutes had gone, and Gareth Bale has done it again. Gareth Bale is just a scoring machine, and I just love the way, everything that he does, because he's such a good player, and I just love him for that. So 2-0 up after 16 minutes, we were really rocking, and Kyle Walker this time has a wonderful shot from outside the box, and he curls it past the keeper. I couldn't believe it. Within 45 minutes in the first half, we were 3-0 up against Manchester United. It was just like a dream come true. Jovetic getting one, Bale getting a beauty, and now Kyle Walker getting a beauty. So there's 3 beautiful, beautiful goals in this game. And them 3 goals have actually given me a wealthy lead against Manchester United. Hopefully we were going to try and hold on. We did then make some substitutions. We brought on Holtby for Dembele, and because of this, Holtby is more of attacking the player than Dembele, so there was gaps opening up at the back, and because of that, Rooney went and scored in the 49th minute. So I was getting a little bit nervous now, because they still had time to try and get the 2 goals they needed. But Gareth Bale steps up, right-footed, back of the net, beautiful goal. And that's why, from this episode, I didn't know what to call it. It was either Gareth Bale beautiful goals or just wonder goals. And I decided to go with wonder goals in the end, because so many good goals have been scored in this game. Van Persie there with another good goal. So this game is just full of brilliant, brilliant goals. And Alaba cuts inside. He does get tripped there, clear trip. I decided to let Alaba take it. Alaba is not a normal penalty taker, and because Alaba is not a normal penalty taker, I'm kind of regretting now, because I would have liked Gareth Bale to take it, because he would have got his hat-trick if he scored. But De Gea does step up there with a big boy save to deny Alaba getting the all-important goal he needed. But Hugo Lloris with a wonderful save there, and they just put it wide out the post there, which we were very happy about. With Rooney with a very good cross there, and they do get their head onto it in the 90th minute from Van Persie, but fortunately for me, it turned out not to be enough, and we ended up winning 4-3. So what a game it was, and as you see there, wonder goals all around, especially 4 wonder goals from Tottenham Hotspur. And Daniel Sturridge there, we decided to make an offer for Daniel Sturridge, and also Philip Lahm we were looking at, Bastian Schweinsteiger, but we only had 22 million at the start, yeah? We brought Jovetic, and for some reason my bill is still 22 million. I couldn't believe I was still 22 million, and because of that I just couldn't believe it. As you see that, I could not believe it. I got extra money. Javi Martinez we were making offers for. We were making offers left, right and centre for players, because I thought, even if we got like luck of the glitch, we've got to make most of it and sign a good player in his replacement. So Daniel Sturridge I was trying to lure into the club. Sebastian Schweinsteiger I was also trying to lure into the club, and this guy here, Robert Lewandowski, not for 1 minute I thought I could actually lure him into the club, because obviously he's 85 rated and 24 years old. He's such a brilliant player, and I just didn't think in the end of this world I would be able to lure him into the club. I decided 22 million, I'll just try and offer the maximum amount I could for him to see if it would, like, I don't know what, I know the word in Spanish, anyway, just to see if it would fit in and to see if he would accept it. I didn't think he would, and you'll see in a minute, but it was worth the try. And 7 minutes had gone, and as you see, their transfer offer was unacceptable from Corinthians, which was for Alexander Pato. And as you see there, it was rejected from Borussia Dortmund, and the offer was actually accepted for Bastian Schweinsteiger. So we went in to offer him his contract, because I thought, even if we're not going to get anyone, it's still worth bringing in the almighty centre midfielder, the German centre midfielder, Bastian Schweinsteiger. We still went into transfer negotiations, and we decided to try and do whatever we could to try and lure in Robert Lewandowski. And this time we decided to offer the mighty Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson was going to be the player that we were going to offer for Robert Lewandowski to see if we could lure him into the club. And as you see there, it wasn't accepted. And the time was then running out. We didn't know what to do. We were offering players left, right and centre. Sandro was the next player on the list to get accepted. It was still unacceptable, and there was only 5 hours remaining. And then suddenly it was accepted. I don't know what happened, but suddenly something got accepted. And it was just a crucial first team player. I decided to offer him the contract. And with 2 hours remaining, it was getting very tight then. 2 hours remaining. And then we got this. The contract offer was accepted for Robert Lewandowski. And that was it really. Lewandowski joins the club. So, huge signings, wonder goals during this episode. Wonderful, wonderful episode. And this is going to be the future of Tottenham Hotspur. So please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.